Good morning, Latinas.
Good morning! Hello from Waymo. As we get going, just give us 1 minute to cover a few riding tips. Hey guys, tuning in for the Latinas and Tech event. So excited. Took the Caltrain in and now we're doing Waymo. Self-driveless car. So cool. Excited to take you all along for the day. Good morning. Welcome to my channel, one of the few Latina-based channels starting their journey in tech and sharing it on live as we go. I'm so excited because today we are going to the largest Latinas in Tech global summit today right here in the beautiful San Francisco.
All right, so with that being said, I'm going to invite our panelists to join me on the stage. So Gabby and Jess, please come up.
My dad is from El Salvador. They actually met in San Francisco, so I spent a good portion of my childhood here. I grew up in a multi-generational household. Spanish was my first language until I went to school, and then the transition shifted a little bit.
Out of college, was a receptionist at the Natural Resource Defense Council, and then I worked my way to being an executive assistant, and now currently, executive assistant and an executive assistant to the co-founder of Okta.
A little bit about my story, because I think it's important to share why I'm going to this conference. I was adopted in Costa Rica as a child, and now I'm in a manager/leadership position in tech. I never thought that I would be in tech, but on top of it, never thought I would be going to a Latinas-based tech conference. Mainly because when I started my own tech journey 5 years ago, I thought that tech was just coding and computers. That's all I was surrounded with, and that's all I knew. Everybody that was always in tech looked different than me, had different professional backgrounds, and I just never thought myself being able to be in this type of industry. But the reality is it's so much more, and I'm here to take you along that journey to show you the exact same thing, that this industry is so much more, and there's so many opportunities out there and an ability for you to be able to create your own path. It's just about knowing what is out there and connecting with the right people and hearing their story to help them extend your hand to be able to get you to where you one day could be yourself. So, welcome to the Latinas in Tech 2025 Summit. Let's get going. All right, so I was actually sponsored by GitHub to attend this event. So as soon as I got there was so much to see, but we had to get right to sessions because this summit is booked from morning to evening. We have a lot of sessions to check up to, so let's hop into our first one. We have How to Stay Human in the Age of AI, where it talks about real ethical development and human-centered design. Some others that we'll be attending today is Using AI to Supercharge Your Career and Latinas Building the Next Generation of AI Tools, where we'll be talking to founders and engineers and PMs that are working to create an inclusive tech environment. We had sessions from personal branding, such as owning your own career, how to pitch your skills when you pivot, but most importantly, how to grow in this current career landscape. One of the best parts of the conference wasn't just the sessions, it was the people. I got to meet other Latina content creators, community builders, and women just like me. They're balancing their careers, their identity, their ambition, and they're creating amazing content to be able to share with other people globally to show that tech is much, much more than just coding. There's something powerful about walking into a room and not feeling like you're the only one, and even more powerful when the women become your friends, like making these networking connections. By attending this career, we also had access to the Lit Recruiting event, which means companies like Amazon or Okta, Pinterest, local and state colleges were attending. We could actually one-on-one talk about their career possibilities. If you're watching this and wondering where you fit in the tech, let me be real with you. You don't have to code to be in tech. You don't have to be a perfect degree or linear path.
In San Francisco, I'm here with Joey. I am Tom. How are you doing today? Awesome. I see that you really
Have to be willing to grow, be curious, and own your own story. I'm in a leadership position right now after 5 years. I lead teams, I hire, build products, and mentor others, all without that quote unquote traditional background. My degree was in international affairs. If I would have just said, Megan, you're never going to break into tech, this is not where you come from, this is not your background, you just never could have gotten there, whatever negative thoughts were in my head at the time, never would have gotten into this position.
You're too nervous right now. Breathe, two breathing exercises.
Someone was talking to exactly who it was on the main stage, and she was talking about how many job descriptions you need to be a rock star, and she said if they had said chingona, I would have applied.
Oh wow, I love that.
So just a reminder that you have to value what you do before anybody else so you can move forward. Latinas make up just 2% of the tech industry, and you can help change that. These events aren't just about learning, they're about belonging, and many of us, especially moms, immigrants, or first-gen professionals, we've spent years trying to prove that we deserve a seat at the table.
Being even more present. The reason that I had all the flowers here, and we're short on time, so I think I'm gonna have to skip that exercise, but I love, so for the flowers, we can raise them up real quick, and we can pass them out at the end. The reason that I brought the flowers, because it's an act of connection, you know? You could connect to your five, you know, your senses. How many senses do we have? Five senses. Right, the six senses, your intuition. Okay, so the five senses. I like to connect with something physical when I'm doing my journaling or my writing or when I'm in my creativity. And it could be different for you. It doesn't have to be a flower. It doesn't have to be a crystal. It doesn't have to be like a spray or, you know, your backyard. Sometimes I can do that when you were in your space, when you were journaling, when you were focusing on this time for you, connect to your senses. You know, sometimes that really helps with inspiration and with writing and with journaling. If you're outside.
And what I loved about the Latinas in Tech Conference is that we don't have to prove anything. We are at the table. We are the builders, the speakers, the organizers, and the storytellers. And if you've ever felt behind in your journey, let this video be a reminder that you're not late, you're right on time, and you're gonna do your thing, girl. If this inspired you in any way, drop a comment or share it with somebody who needs it as a reminder in their daily tech story. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you on the next one.